I love this couch. It's a proper one, isn't it?
Yes, but let's get back to your childhood. Tell me about before you met Bob, your last days of freedom.
Oh, well, I enjoyed being the centre of attention, with boys. I could have had my pick from a few, but I was looking for something more serious. By then, I knew I wanted to be doing something in the medical line. I suppose that's how I first got talking to Bob. He'd just graduated. He was quite glamorous then, rebellious.
In what way?
He wore sunglasses. I changed in a few ways after we got together.
What ways?
Oh, he became more flatulent, didn't want to go out as much. Oh, he took me to restaurants. They didn't deliver in those days.
I'll go for the curry, please, and an onion bhaji.
It is called a bhaji, sir. An onion bhaji.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I'll have one of those.
I am an alcoholic.
Nice one.
Good man. Well said. Brian said with everybody. A big man with a big problem. All right, everyone. We have a guest tonight. His name is Bob. Let's give him a big, warm AA welcome.
Welcome.
Bob, can I say on behalf of everyone here that this step you've made coming here tonight is the biggest. Well done, mate.
Thank you. Yes, pleased to be here. Can I just stress that, in fact, I am not an alcoholic. I like to drink, and I'm comfortable with it. So what I thought I'd do is sort of just talk about where I'm at now, having looked at how I got to this point, and then we can have a broader discussion about me. Right, so, my parents were okay, no drink-related problems. Dad was a bit of a grouch. Peter was Mum's favourite, and that's okay. Yeah, I'm quite content, really.
I'm quite content. I mean, I love Bob, and I enjoy being a chiropodist. Well, enjoy's perhaps the wrong word. I am a chiropodist.
Did you want to be a chiropodist?
Well, I think it was Bob's idea originally. When we first met, he used to say what a marvellous surgeon I'd make. But after a few months, he started saying it was an overcrowded profession. Find a part of the body that smells nasty and corner the market, he said. You might as well specialise now and avoid all that training.
And the years went by, and I went to nursery school. Dad was worried I'd get picked on. You got to stand up for yourself, he said. But Mum thought it would be better if I submitted to a light beating now and again rather than create a scene. Dad was quite macho, I suppose. He'd been in the war.
Could we get a little closer to the present?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Potty training, learning to read, squash sandcastle, stung by bee in bath, disappointing Christmas presents, Peter, Mum's favourite, So, the years rolled by, and I start primary school. I remember I wanted to join in the football in the playground. It's your decision, Bobby, but you don't want the other boys to laugh at you. Of course, Pete was always sporty. I asked Dad to teach me to play football, but he said, it's a gift. Something you either have or you don't. Like Meccano, which Peter also had.
Maybe Bob is afraid of you doing anything which might somehow overshadow him?
No, he's just overprotective. He just doesn't want me to be disappointed. I know it's because he worries, but it puts me off trying anything. Flamenco is bad for the joints. Aromatherapy makes you sneeze. I was going to join a confidence building class, but he wanted to give me a lift and wait outside in the car.
Yeah, I know it was because they were worried about me, but it was only a school trip to a rubber band factory.
Yeah, could we skip forward a few years?
I'd like that, man.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Sure. Yeah, we want to leave time for questions. Here we are. I'm 14 and I've got to choose language options. My dad said, Latin, then you can pursue a medical career. But it's a dead language, I said. Well, Grandpa's dead and we love him.
Let's not go abroad, he says. We don't want you getting the squitters again.
But don't you think that he's as insecure as you are, and that he's hiding it?
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, it was him who got the squitters, and it was only a day trip to Boulogne.
No one listened to me. They just decided what I should do. I mean, who knows? I could have been a basketball player. Yeah. I mean, I like being
Bob,
tall. I mean...
Maybe we should break for a bit.
Oh, we could go to the pub. Oh, God, I'm
We
sorry.
can go to the pub, Bob. We don't hide away from life. You have to confront the issue.
Oh, that's
We're
right.
not
That's
killed.
right.
Exactly, you've got to face it head on.
No, we're not.
What have I done with my life? Why didn't I ever take some chances, travel, drink whiskey? My choices are always the safest. Oh, look at this dress.
Margaret, maybe it's time you took some responsibility for your own decisions instead of blaming Bob. Let's face it, you're like a little rabbit who gets startled in the headlights of a new opportunity.
What do you mean? Now you're sticking up for Bob? I thought you were my friend.
It's as a friend, Margaret, that I suggest you stop hiding behind Bob and start laying down the groundwork to develop your own independence. It's never too late to go from cowardice to courage, pain to power.
Oh, well, you can talk. You were the one hiding in the loo during the school pantomime. I had to play both ugly sisters.
Come on, Margaret. Let's not regress 30 years. We're all grown up now. But for the record, I'd actually been locked in the toilet by Paul Tibbets because I wouldn't give him his pencil case.
Liar, it wasn't your pencil case, it was mine. You stole it from my satchel.
I mean, it doesn't matter if you have the odd pint every now and then.
You've got to prove that you've got it under control by having the odd
Beer
one.
doesn't really count anyway.
Yeah, even down to my career. Controlling me. Medicine's overcrowded. Specialise. All right, they meant brain surgery and I became a dentist, but that's their fault in a way, bastards.
Bastards.
You're not letting me speak.
Sorry,
Bob. Right. So, then I met Margaret.
Margaret!
She was beautiful. She had lovely long trousers. And her teeth were, well, in need of only minor scaling. And I decided, not Mum or Dad, and I didn't care whether they would approve or how she compared to Pete's girlfriends. And I worked so hard, turning the collar up, sunglasses. Oh, she must have realised I was doing it to woo her, you know. Same as the not farting thing.
Let's get a takeaway.
Absolutely. But first, a toast to my beautiful wife.
Beautiful
Wife.
No, you were weedier than me.
No, I wasn't. You were afraid of ladybirds.
You were afraid of buttons.
At least I didn't smell of biscuits.
At least I didn't smell of biscuits.
Stop copying me.
Stop copying me.
You're only doing that because you can't think of anything clever to say.
Well, you're only saying that because of your chronic self-loathing and lack of inner confidence brought about by a fear of rejection and a refusal to confront your fear of buttons.
Oh, shut up with all your fancy jargon. Now I remember why I haven't seen you in 30 years. You were really irritating. I don't need you to waltz back into my life and give me all your smug opinions about how pathetic I am. And call me a bunny? Well, maybe I am a bunny, but I'll crawl out of my hole when I'm good and ready. Thank you very much. Bob, It really bothers me that you never encourage me. Bob, I need to talk to you.
Oh, yes, Margaret, but I've got to tell you something first. That you are the one thing in my life that I chose for myself, that I wanted so much that I did any stupid thing I could think of to impress you. Everything I did before was because I was discouraged and pushed and steered, and then you came along, and if I ever thought that in any way that I'd dampen your spirit or discourage you the way my parents did, well, I'd take myself out the back and shoot myself like a dog. Because you're perfect, and I would never want to change you in any way. I'm sorry, I'm going on. I'm sorry. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I just feel that, you know...